When we study revolutions, we often focus on grand events, wars, kings, assemblies, and declarations. But true revolution doesn't just change governments, it transforms how people live, speak, dress, and think. In this segment, we'll explore how the French Revolution reshaped everyday life, from the words people used to the clothes they wore, and even the way they consumed information. This was a revolution not just of ideas, but of daily habits. Under the old regime, no book, play, or newspaper could be published without royal approval. The king's censors decided what people were allowed to read or think. But after the storming of the Bastille, one of the first laws passed by the revolutionary government was the abolition of censorship. Suddenly, freedom of speech and expression became a natural right. Printing presses worked overtime. Books, pamphlets, and newspapers flooded cities and villages. Even those who couldn't read gathered in markets to hear the news read aloud. For the first time, ideas about liberty, justice, and equality became part of public discussion, not just elite philosophy. Revolutionary ideas found new forms. Plays, songs, and street performances became vehicles for political messaging. Ordinary people used these mediums to express joy, resistance, or support for revolutionary leaders. Pamphlets mocked the nobility. Songs praised the republic. Revolutionary heroes like Marat were celebrated through public art and performance. Art wasn't just decoration anymore, it was activism. Visual media helped ordinary citizens connect emotionally with ideas like liberty and equality. Public festivals were staged to build a sense of unity and civic pride, using classical symbols from ancient Greece and Rome to give weight to revolutionary ideas. The revolution aimed to eliminate all signs of aristocracy, even in everyday speech. Traditional titles like Monsieur, Sir, and Madame, Ma'am were replaced with citoyen and citoyenne, French for citizen. This wasn't cosmetic. It symbolized that all individuals were now equal under the Republic. Fashion changed too. Revolutionary citizens rejected the knee breeches worn by nobles. Instead, they wore long striped trousers, red caps, and practical clothing. This shift in language and dress wasn't about style, it was about erasing hierarchy and building a new shared identity. Even symbols took on new meanings. The red Phrygian cap, once worn by freed slaves in ancient Rome, now stood for liberty. The tricolor, blue, white, and red, became the national flag of France, representing unity and the revolutionary spirit. The law tablet, broken chains, bundled rods, and the all-seeing eye, these were now part of revolutionary iconography, painted on public buildings, banners, and artwork. Images were powerful. They helped people, many of whom were illiterate, visualize the revolution and see themselves as part of something larger. By the end of the revolution, life in France had been irreversibly changed. The way people spoke, dressed, read, and understood power had all shifted. The revolution didn't just promise liberty, it trained people to live it. The habits of free citizens, questioning authority, reading critically, using speech boldly, became the foundation of modern democratic life. In our final scene, we'll look at how this revolution and its values crossed borders and time to inspire future generations, including movements in India.